ace match in this best of 5 series between the almighty Lucifron and Todd. This is, of course, for the Against All Authority Pro Challenge, and this has been an insane day, guys. This, with it, quite frankly, will I imagine to be an insane ace match. But getting into this, spawning in the lower left corner of Cloud Kingdom, it is the Green Terran Lucifron.
Yeah, and his opponent, he didn't have a 2-0 lead in this series. Unfortunately, now for him it is 2-2. Can he go ahead and take the ace map on his pick, Cloud Kingdom? It is Todd.
And as chat said, can you imagine if he did Helling Drop again?
Yeah,
third time in a row.
That's the first thing I thought of when the map started.
That would just be so many levels of dirty. I wouldn't even. Oh.
The balls that would take to do it in a deciding game in a tournament.
Well, you know what? For it to work 2 games
He's gonna
in a
do
row.
it.
Wow, there's the gas. Lucifron, you beautiful bastard. Okay, so Todd, at the end of the last game, for those who didn't see, he was kind of like, okay, what can I do about this? That hits before my timing push?
For the first time this series.
Oh my god. And the thing is, this probably getting the base. Now, the big question is, will this change up what Lucifron wants to do? Todd, of course, can get Stalkers and other things out in time if he puts gateways down. The big thing is Todd's been banking on that warp gate with only 1 to 2 gateways, and that's not enough to get enough units to shut that down. Yeah. This is, oh man, what's Lucifron gonna do? I want him to continue with this and just kind of boss mode it, but at the same time, when you get scouted like this, the jig is up.
You can back off of this.
Yeah, just don't dedicate all the SUs to gas. Yeah. But I mean, the other thing too is, Todd might be anticipating him doing exactly that if he continues. I don't know, Panda. I don't know. I really want to see what Lucifron will do. He is kind of a boss mode Terran, so, well, he can do what he wants.
You can also choose to go for Cloak Banshee off of this. So I'm interested to see how Lucifron, it's been scouted. It's been scouted for the first time. There, obviously the factory's going to go down. There's no transition out of this that doesn't involve placing that factory. And Todd is being very active about scouting for potential proxies. Yeah, because he knows that Starport needs to be in position in order to get that drop there that fast.
Ooh, Lucifron going with another gas behind this, Panda.
This is going to be Cloak Banshee.
Yep. And the thing is, this is a map where you can utilize Cloak Banshee. It wasn't so great earlier because there wasn't this dead space around the bases, but, I mean, Lucifron, with some good control, will do tons of damage. And I love this from Todd. Look at this. The map, it's like watching a Pac-Man screen. Just, the dots are going all over the place. And,
although they are 2 probes, so he is disadvantaged a little bit.
Well, he's got the extra workers. It's kind of even right now, but yeah, I see what you mean. But that Starport, here we go, on the way. Zealot gonna come out here too. There's not actually a full wall off, and there's only 1 Marine. Well, Lucifer's gotta be a little careful. This one Zealot coming into the base early without... Put that supply depots down. There you go.
Yeah, it's gonna be 3-gate pressure off of 1 base. He is spending a fair amount of chrono boost on that Cybercore.
I'll tell you, from using this build multiple times, that's how you beat it. You have to apply pressure before they come to your base. Yeah. Now, granted, it's Cloak Banshee, and that can really help deter things, but the reality is, by going for an investment like this, you don't have a lot of units on the field, and 3-gate pressure, that's going to be a lot of units in your base.
Yeah, and it's very coin flippy. If you get Cloak up, and your opponent doesn't have a Robo, you are you win almost 100%. But if your opponent pressures you like Todd is poising to...
But yeah, that's the thing. Pressure is not an all-in. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Todd with the Nexus behind this, he's perfectly able to recover if this doesn't go his way.
Now there's going to be, the one thing that Todd has to worry about, is it Cloak Banshees, or is it going to be another Hellion drop? And he has to confirm one or the other.
Yeah, he doesn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh man, I like actually his choice to come home. I think after poking with that Stalker, he's like, oh, I'm a little worried. Whoa, I gotta be careful. Robo coming out, I like this.
He does still have the Proxy Paladin in position to potentially launch a counterattack.
Well, I like him going for the Robo because, he doesn't, like you said, he doesn't know what's coming. Get that Observer out, safe than sorry.
Yeah, and this is going to be a transition into a 1-1-1 with Siege. So, yeah, and oh my gosh. We see Todd very, very well positioned for a Hellion drop, and yeah, he would defend the hell out of this Hellion drop, but no, it's Cloak Banshees.
I love that too, the fact that he was expecting it. Okay, Lucifron, fool me once, fool me twice, don't something George Bush fool me again. Alright, well, Zealot's gonna poke up here, see that there's no expansion, so he knows 1 base something is coming.
Here comes the Obs.
Oh,
and he
he's
sees the
gonna catch a
Banshee,
couple probes.
so he does get confirmation. 2 kills already. Can he pick up his full energy sentry? I will. He did.
Oh,
Yeah,
trying to Guardian Shield, but yeah, the Observer's not quite out yet. So really, I mean, 3 probes and a sentry, 4 probes and a sentry is not a bad trade for this Banshee. Even if it goes down at this point, it's been fairly effective.
Absolutely. And it's actually keeping Todd mining from one base. He does need to be careful about not losing this, though. The Banshees are, like, you are so low on units, this is a this is a minimalist version of a 1-1-1. These Banshees need to do an insane amount of damage, or your follow push is just going to tickle the Protoss.
Ooh, now here's the thing, this Stalker can't engage 2 Banshees. Even with that Observer, but Lucifron, Panda, we get the train. Choga
Yep,
Choga.
here comes. And this is something that he didn't do earlier. Or no, Masmarine didn't actually do this earlier when he executed his 1-1-1.
I think this
you
could
need
actually
this
work.
SCV count.
This is going to work so nicely for him, because look at this.
Yeah.
Todd is in the main position and ready. I mean, the tanks are going to zone out so much, the Banshees
And
are
it's
going to
just pure Stalkers. There are 2 Zealots being warped in right now, but...
Yeah, and without Blink or anything, it's not like he can connect to these tanks easily. The Marines and the SCVs
Oh, he needs
are
to
going
snipe that sentry, though, before he gets a force field off. There we go. Didn't even opt to do so.
Right, well, he's up here now. Banshee's going to provide high ground vision too, so I mean, Todd can't even just sit at the top of the ramp. In fact, I feel if Todd puts down a force field, it's going to hurt him more than help him. Well, this base is forfeit, and this is one base for Terran for you guys. It's going to be all any, and he's... Well, actually, you know, it's all any to an extent. If he causes damage, then he can expand behind this.
Yeah.
But the reality is, the worker count is heavily in Todd's favor.
Yeah, despite the fact that the Nexus was taken down, Todd still has the higher economy, even with mules.
Oh,
yeah.
supply block! This Immortal's actually not building, Panda!
Oh, but his entire army is actually pushing up here, so
Tanks
this is
on.
going to force engagement out of
Bunkers
Todd,
coming down
regardless.
too! Probes being pulled, and
He's going
Lucifron...
for a probe drill, but I mean, there's just too
The
much
Cloak
here.
Banshee is... Yeah, they're just taking out everything.
Yeah.
The Zealots are going to try and clean this up. There's 3 tanks in siege mode. There's a bunker constructing. These Banshees are doing so much damage.
And now there's absolutely no anti-iron field.
Yeah, the Immortal's
to
trying to
work
finish.
with Stalkers
He's
when
good.
he doesn't.
No, the Immortal won't even come out, Panda. One more. Oh, hit it. There we go. So close to getting that Immortal out. He needed that Immortal so desperately badly.
Lucifron.
What a
It's okay,
crazy
guys.
guy.
I feel like he just snapped when he lost that one game. Just like, F it.
I know, it's like that moment in like any classic film where you kill the good guy's best friend and shit goes crazy.
He just like turns into this monster, like ripping people's heads off. That's what Lucifron just did.
Oh, man.